Show of hands, anybody ever heard of a company called Ettain, which is a weird name, right? E-T-T-A-I-N. One person, awesome, good. So that means there's still work for me to do, so that's great, right? Not everybody knows about it. So Ettain Group, we're a talent solutions firm, right? So it's very pertinent to this conversation. So that is our tagline, that is what we do. We help growing organizations around the country find their most key resource, key to their business productivity, which is talent, right? All of us in this room, we all have talents that need to be connected with organizations, and so that's what our firm does. A little bit of history from an Ettain perspective. We were started in 1996 by three gentlemen that went to college right here in Winston at Wake Forest. So they started the company in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been with Ettain going on 14 years now. So I am either probably the craziest version, right? When people think about talent and recruiting, it's a very short time span that most people spend in that field, but I've been with it 14 years. My background comes from a coaching background. I was a strength coach for the University of Georgia, so go Dogs is my background. And then I got into this field. So I wanted to help people, and I've been doing that for the last 14 years, and I love doing it. So, but from an Ettain standpoint, again, headquartered in Charlotte, I moved here, and we did not have an office in Winston-Salem. So Winston-Salem, 2010, coming out of kind of some of that recession time, you know, IT, didn't know what was here, but come to find out, and what the reason why we're here today is, as y'all have all heard, is information technology is growing, right? And that is, it's continuing to grow. It's continuing to be a field where there is a lack of talent. There's a demand for talent, and so I happened to see something on the web of what was going on here with TechCareers, 2020, and I said, hey, I live a mile from downtown. My office is in Winston Tower. We do business with 42 different companies around the greater Triad area, right? So not just Winston, but Burlington, Greensboro, High Point, Mount Airy. My office, our stretch is all the way to Asheville to Burlington. And then from an Ettain standpoint, I want to talk about Winston, but certainly don't want to limit careers and talent to this area, right? So we have consultants and talent that we place in 42 different states around the U.S. So we have a national reach, but what I call local presence, right, and local impact. So really I saw that, and I said, hey, I want to get in touch with Michael and see how myself and our team members in my Winston office can help in any way, shape, or form, right? Because we have clients that are looking for talent, and we have individuals, which I'm excited about, that want to grow in that field of information technology. And so my goal is to answer any questions that I can, for the group today, but most importantly, help in any way we can to educate, even on soft skills, from interviewing, things of that nature, but then also partnering with Michael to understand more about the organization, TechCareers, how we can help educate our clients on the fact that this talent wants jobs, right? For people that are out there that would like to work, and how can we build training programs to get people into these companies that are right here local to Winston, and help our community. Whole lot more talking than I planned on doing today, candidly, but I really appreciate you being here, and any questions for me?
Question for you.
Feel free. Yeah.
Could you explain to us the process, like when you have a candidate or talent, how does someone who's in the TechCareers program become talent on your roster that you would place in a technology job?
Sure, great question. So some of the things, and I've learned over the years, again, doing this for 14 years, early on in my career, I would say things that I thought people would say, oh, great, awesome, that's what I want to hear. But I've learned over the years, and we have all, right, in many cases, right? Yeah. Sometimes the truth is not what we want to hear, no, right? But I would rather put that out there so that expectations are set correctly, right? So I mentioned that training piece and things of that nature. Majority of the people that we place, right, in information technology roles within the Triad, and you all have all probably felt this, so you know where I'm going with this, right? Our clients are looking for people that have done that job before, right? We've all heard that. So not what we want to hear, but I'm just saying the truth, right? If I got up here and said, oh, absolutely, well, all of our clients will take somebody with no training, no background today, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So a lot of our clients do look for people that have already been there, done that. Either they're looking for a consultant or even a full-time individual that has been in a help desk role, desktop role, engineering, web development, right? And so, so that's what our clients mainly look for. So the best way to get in touch with us, to me, is face-to-face interaction, which is this. That's what I'm engaging. It's hard to get that face-to-face interaction, so that's why we're reaching out. But you know, our website has open roles, right? So you can look at Ettain. So it's our website is www.Ettain Group, which is spelled E-T-T-A-I-N. And I apologize, I didn't bring enough of these, but I'll just share this Vanna White style, which is not me. That's the name of our company, so you can write that down, ettaingroup.com, and look us up there. Also, LinkedIn is a great way. It's one of the most amazing tools. It's completely changed the landscape as far as people, which I love to talk about, candidates being able to connect directly to hiring managers, right? And there's strategies that I can work with people to do to where we can get out of what I call the black hole of HR, right? So you apply to a job, and when do you hear back? Right? That's ... That's why I don't even say anything afterwards. You fill in the blank. So LinkedIn is a great way to connect with us as well. So feel free, again, Glenn Ferris, G-L-E-N, one N. I wasn't lucky enough to have two. And then Ferris is my last name. Another thing that I've had to deal with is with a PH, right? So I'm special. I get the PH. P-H-A-R-E-S is my last name. I do have a few business cards. Again, I probably didn't bring enough, but I will, I'll leave a few up here, and so y'all can take a look at that. But my email address is my first initial G, last name. So G-P-H-A-R-E-S @ ettaingroup.com. So our company name.com. Feel free. Yeah, that'd be great. So y'all can connect with myself and then also our team members on LinkedIn. That's a great way to do that, as far as that goes. Ferris, I don't know if that helps.
Guys, do y'all have questions
Yeah.
for Mr. Ferris?
So being that
And what was your name?
Bethany,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet
Yeah,
you too.
absolutely.
So being that we don't have the experience,
Sure.
how can you help us as getting the experience to work for, or do you just kind of recruit?
So me personally, how can I help, right, today?
Right.
That's a good question. I don't have the best answer on that one today.
Okay.
I think, and the beauty of what I love about our business, right, it's very individual. It's hard, blanket statements don't always work well, right? So if I was to try to say, hey, how can I help Bethany, would be different. What's your name, sir?
Roger.
Roger. How I would help Roger, just based on your background.
Right.
It would be customized, and we would have to work through that. And I think that's, again, what I love about at least some of the things I read on the internet about TechCareers 2020 is this to be a place where we can have more of that individual coaching versus what's out there on the internet, which are these broad brushed,
Right.
hey, go get a LinkedIn, profile. I mean, that's a good first step, right? Hey, what is your background? What are your goals? And then how do we shape the message that you want to get out there to the world on what your goals are based on your background? So it's telling the story,
Right.
right? Because people, hiring managers, companies, they buy from people's stories, right? So when you're going on an interview, really, what are you explaining? You're trying to tell a story. People, a resume might get you in the door, but then once you get that interview, whether it's a phone screen, whether it's in person, it's a story. And so what I love to do is help people craft their message or their story to fit their goals. And it's a little different thought, right? Because we think interview and we're like, oh my gosh, I got an interview. And then I get nervous, right? But if I say, man, tell me your story. Well, then normally people get a little excited and they're like, all right, tell a story. What's my background? It's kind of a different way to shape it.